been sieved, you put them in mesh. Initially you sieve the soil and prepare it. So after sieving the soil, you take the weights. So normally we spread it like a layer on the soil, on the platform, like a thin layer like 3 inches, and then spread the cement. This mix is sufficient to make 2 blocks. We just for demonstration we have taken a mix for 2 blocks.
What type of cement do you use for this? Cement or
regular cement? Regular. If you use 50 to 8 times, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೇಗ strength. Faster than strength.
time?
You have to cure it for 3 weeks.
Okay.
21 days. But if you want to start the construction, you can use it after 10 days in the walls and cure the walls for the rest of the period. If you are not in a hurry, then you can cure it at stack itself. You stack the blocks. Stacking is done like one next to the other and above the other. Then you normally cover it with hay or jelly sack. It's like the block should not dry. That's all. You don't have to keep it in water. You just have to make sure that the blocks do not dry. So now we'll pour moisture. The moisture requirement is roughly around 10% of the total mix. Like I said, you need a semi-dry kind of a mix. You will try to feel it after the mixing is over to understand how to assess at the site what should be the moisture.
Good smell. Good smell.
Actually, in the traditional technique of Adobe, you pour water, which will be much more than this, and then you have to stamp it, like a pugging process. Either you have a sophisticated pug mill and an extruder, like in a brick manufacturing unit, or like traditionally it is done in rural areas. You put your legs like a potter does, and then do the kneading process. It's basically that. It is almost like your kitchen activity, kneading activity, like the dough what you prepare for chapati. It has to be mixed. So if the mixing is good, product will be better. Mixing is very critical.
Plus side with it.
ಅದು ಕೊಡಿ ಅದು.
So what is important is that these lumps have to be broken. So what they generally do is after pouring moisture, you try to mix it in such a way the moisture is distributed properly and
Then
none of the lumps will be
what
there.
about the manual labor, sir?
Yeah, you have to use the manual labor. That's what we are doing. There are no machines. You'll have to put your hand, break it and prepare it.
Who's laughing?
Yeah. Most of the cases here, actually, whenever we have a workshop, in fact, Sudhakar doesn't do. All the participants do. Everybody puts their hand and do it. So, less of observation, but more of practicals. Actually, unless you handle the soil, you will not be able to develop a feeling for the soil. It is like a relationship you build with the soil. If you're really interested in mud construction, you have to develop a relationship.
Kan ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಪಿಚ್ಚೆ ಗೋಫ್ ಪೌಡರ್
Can I take it out?
Wieso ist der Weg zur Kamera da? Huh? Your scarf is building up relationship with
You
the
guys
soil.
can help.
No, the people who are working at the site, not just that, their body, everything will be with mud. It's like a mud treatment. Okay.
It's very good for the skin, huh?
It's recording now.
Work on my hand is good.
Niet in mijn hoofd, if me ziet.
ಈ ಕಡೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಆಗಿದೆ ಬೇಗ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ
2 liter ಆಗ್ತದೆ.
ನೀನು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ So the understanding of moisture is something like this. When you take a sample like this and press it, it should hold its shape, and nothing sticks to your hand that way. No? You can easily wipe it. It's not like moisture sticking to your hand.
I think this is good, sir.
Yeah, this is something what is. You can add a little more of water also, but make sure that there is a deadline wherein it doesn't stick to your hands. So generally what they do is they take this lump and then drop it from a height of around 3 feet. Then you see how it spreads. This means that you can add a little more of water also. But even with this water you will be able to make a block. So it's almost semi-dry. Sudhakar, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀರು ಹಾಕು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹಾಕಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
100 ml